Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. So, I had a quick look over the quests that we currently have, and two of them are at Fort Icon itself, and the Sacred Ashes are slightly before the Fort Icon. Let's call up a map. So, Fort Icon waypoint's up there, and I just walked back to get here to the Sacred Ashes, since we still needed to do that. So let's go in and reclaim us some ashes. Oh, maybe I should not click the gate where I enter. It's gonna be less useful. Could have gone the other way, and from the looks of it, it might actually be a dead end with just some mobs on it. So let's have a look. It actually was more, but it did run parallel to my original one. I got a bunch of scavenged plating here. That's pretty good. Dead end here also revealed the other side of the bridge here. Not much we can do about it. Oh, also, let's put a portal up, just so if things go down wrong, I'll at least have one inside of here, so I don't have to walk all the way back. I'm learning. Takes me a while, but I'm learning. Ooh. Life binder. That's a scepter. I don't use scepters. Okay, this looks like a dead end. Okay. There's one way forward from here. That's always very convenient. Now you always know that you're not heading the wrong way. So one advantage of fighting all these undead is that I might actually find another... Is it sanctified bone? Yes. It feels appropriate for this setting. Otherwise, corpse dust, also very welcome. I need 3 little bits or 1 full corpse dust. Don't really care how it comes. Then I can craft myself a sanctified bone. So we can complete the set of sanctified bone that I'm currently socketing in my helmet. And it's gonna boost my chaos and vitality resistance by even more.
Can't do that.
Dreadlords. Kill the Dreadlord. Minions crumble. Yo. Revenant. Okay. Seem to be getting just small bite-sized rooms here. Liking that for a change. You could say it's linear. I say it's convenient. I think so far it's a slow and steady approach through here. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. hidden spoils. And we get some more scavenged plating and another box with some polished emeralds. Also, there's a staircase behind here. Interesting. Summon the spirits. I keep forgetting to summon the spirits. They do contribute their damage, so it's kind of a waste not to summon them, especially once you got the point in anyway. What's there? Ah, untouched meal. Oh, interestingly, I'm regenerating enough life that I don't really use my constitution for life regen all that often. So let's clear upstairs first and then we go down. Priest, let's take that one out. And a knight. Okay. Anything we missed? I think we missed some loot here. Yes. Okay. Left side, right side, it doesn't really matter. We end up in the same room anyway. Lots of skulls here.
I can't do that yet.
Can't do that yet. All I wanted to do was just summon another spirit. Didn't have to be that hard. Okay. Ah, there's a down staircase. Okay, that makes sense. Level would have been rather small otherwise. And for a story quest for the faction, that seems a bit on the slim side otherwise. Well, more floors is more content, is more fun. And potentially more loot. So I am most definitely not going to object to it. Okay, and I think there's another room on the other side. Start with a blade spirit. All these AoEs does make it easy to deal with groups. Teleporting to here. You are not one of my friends. You're one of their friends. And I think that's it for here. Bigger room, priest in the back. Climate chosen. Wow, I have allies down here. So how did they get here when I am the first one to wade through all the opponents? Or is this the plot element? That they are actually coming here to help me, that I cleared the way. So eventually someone has to take over guarding the ashes, of course. I won't just leave them down here. Well, it makes sense that they would actually join me then. Yeah, there's a bit of faction-based warfare going on here. So it's quite some death vigil, and I think all my allies got slain. I'll take over tanking then. The other guys clearly can't do it. Also, speaking of not being able to tank, let's put up a portal outside of the room here. Okay, cool. Right, let's take out the casters first.
I can't do that yet.
Got a suspicion that the Revenant is tied to them. Yeah. Okay. Good. Check here for loot. Good. Side room. Something is killing my buddies. Okay. Actually, this also seems to tie back. And the way forward is probably via the other side, so let's backtrack a little bit. Yeah, and then we move on.
That skill's not ready.
Keep my eyes open, I might discover a secret or so. I definitely don't know all of them. So, just being aware, just hovering over walls that look suspicious might help you. I think one whole archer remained. That's not really helpful. Can't actually go through there, that's too bad. Okay. Another thing that you can't actually go through just because it's meant to look nice. There's a whole mountain of skulls just flowing in here. Corpse dust! Yay, that's 1 out of 3. Need more.
That skill's not ready.
Also, there's a book there, Loose Ends. I don't recall it, so I have a look. It might be a fun read. We got a book. Wait. And we'll take care of these guys. Right. Let's have a look. What's this lore thing about? I think I saw more enemies. Yeah, you, Acolyte. Kill you, kill the skeletons. Deceived, stuck down here in the dark like a rat in a trap. I write these words so I might have a vengeance. It's unlikely that this will be found, but if someone reads this, know that Malvek Brevel is the traitorous cur. I am Nazan Untraz, and I am a foreigner to these lands. And unashamed to say that I am both a thief and assassin. I tell you this now, so you know I'm truthful in my later words. I have been in the secret employ of a wealthy noble, one Malvek Brevel. Most of my work for him was stealing key pieces of information and material for leverage. I have slit the throats of no less than 3 of his rivals or their agents. I broke into their chambers of the man above Malvek and placed certain evidence. This resulted in the man's arrest, allowing Malvek to move into his position of power. None of this is new. Same thing happens with wealthy men and scheming nobility the world over. More recently, he bade me to recover an ancestral artifact from his father's tomb, the family signet ring. A thing that should not have been buried, he says, but the argument between father and son led to rash decisions. I care not for the reason, his coin was always good, but I say nothing and let him speak. He went on to say, the tomb is lavished in my family's vast wealth of the ages. Touch nothing, I'm not paying you to plunder my ancestor's tomb. You're only to recover my father's signet ring and return. And make sure you carry a torch. Seldom a light escapes those depths. Do not dare return without the signet. I found the entrance easy enough, but it just revealed stairs into blackness. After lighting a torch, I descended into the tomb and wandered these halls for hours, searching for a single name amongst the countless thousands of dead. At last I gave up. But I would not leave empty-handed. I was driven to find the wealth Malvik spoke of. I went farther and farther into the darkness. There were some treasures, but nothing of which he hinted at. I pressed on, ignorant of the risk of losing my way back. Once the torch started flickering, I knew, as if it had been planned, the betrayal myself. Malvik had played me like a fool. His careful choice of words stung at my pride and ensured that I would be driven to find the signet ring despite any risk. And the subtle suggestion to bring a single torch. I was a fool to just bring the one. Here I am to stay as I write these final words. Now I see the deception for what it was. Only the elimination of a loose end. My light is done, and so am I. I've found this one before, but it was I like it. It's nice. It's flavorful. It has completely nothing to do with the story, but it's a nice and flavorful story. And if the boss ends up being called Brevel, then at least we know he was related to the guy we killed. Or the guy whose book or note we found. Okay. Take out the humans first. Chances are they are the ones summoning things. Still. Crumbling wall, more treasure behind it. Let's see. I think we went through. Oh wow! I overlooked some loot. Ah, it's too far back. I'm not gonna go back to that far. That's gonna be just annoying. Oh look! A loose torch. Oh look! It's a secret side area. With a crumbling wall. And a crypt entrance. Well, this looks like it's a side area, so let's have a quick look. Lost Tomb of the Damned. Hey! A terrible discovery. The earthquake has inflicted some damage on the upper levels of the catacombs. Bones scattered, tombs crumbled, piles of rubble everywhere, and one of the bridges was completely destroyed. This is terrible news, as it forces us to take long-forgotten alternate paths to reach the furthest ends of the catacombs. My true dread is in exploring the deepest foundations. I am no stranger to death. I have combed over battlefields, and waded through blood and gore to recover the brave heroes lost in combat. However, this secret place where the bones of cursed and nameless damned are banished makes my skin crawl and my soul scream. With every step I wish to turn and flee from this unholy place. I have long proposed that keeping the remains of so many wicked men in one location is unwise, but thus far my voiced concerns have been dismissed. Criminals, witches, heretics, cursed, murderers and the insane have been secreted away down here. I can feel the malignant souls heavy upon the air, drowning us in their combined guilt. Pushing the crumbling walls until they buckle, calling to the dark hollows of the earth, imploring vile things to seek this prison and release the centuries of evil that is trapped within. I have discovered a great tear that has opened up beneath the catacombs. Several support walls have collapsed and fallen into the darkness below. There are scratches on the floor and walls as if something scored the very stone. I have also found bones with strange markings on them, as if gnawed by an animal. And lately I've been hearing sounds coming from the walls, as if something was skulking in the darkness nearby. Some wretched thing gliding along the shadows, staying just outside the light. My worst fears have come to pass. I must flee and warn the others. Caretaker of the dead, Alistair Pencroft. So I don't think I have been here before. So this is interesting. As I said before, I haven't found all the secrets in this game. And every playthrough keeps surprising me. Which I suppose good level design is supposed to do. That you will not find all the secrets in a single go. Let's see. Bunch of ghouls. So another room over here. Ooh, box. Question is how big this area is gonna be. We were nearly at the end in the previous area. But there was a door there that I had to go through, and I know that sometimes doors slam shut behind you. And for that reason I figured it would probably be a wiser idea to go in here rather than there. Or have I been here? At least there's a shrine down here. That's a good enough reason to be here. Nakrathon, the Timeless.
That skill's not ready.
He actually hurts quite a bit. Okay, let's do some blade spinning. We got him. Got a soul shard. Got some loot. And a ruined shrine that demands, ooh, an ancient heart. Wow, that's a pretty big sacrifice for a single devotion point. I'll tell you that. That's a pretty big sacrifice. Wait, the devotion was over here. Hey, we actually have 2 unspent points. So last time we grabbed this one. Also, this was an interesting one, the tortoise. So, in the usual discussions in the comments, someone brought it up that the tortoise was actually a very nice one for hardcore, especially if you're using a shield, because it boosts the physique requirements. But I figure, boost the health, boost the defensive ability, more health, and then a damage absorption shield that kicks in. I think this is a very nice one to just grab in general. Don't really need the physique bonus to shields or the requirements lightening. But this is a very nice one to get, just to have an extra protective barrier in tough situations. Also, I'm happy to discover that this level is not overly large. So this looks like it's not going to be a 45-minute episode, but something probably closer to 40 minutes instead. I think we killed most of the things that were trying to ambush us. Tilt 2. There's a unique in here. Or corpse lick. Okay, so it's just a randomly generated standard hero.
Can't do that.
Not a level specific unique. Nothing wrong with this. I mean, they drop loot, they drop experience. Well, they don't drop experience, they give it, but yeah. You know what I mean. Yeah. That was the wrong button. I did not mean to do my spin to win.
Not ready. Can't do that yet.
center room with loot and guarded by ghosts, of course. Multiple waves of ghosts even. Well, we can take that. We can take them. Okay. Anything in here? Ooh, a treasure trove. And we have the dynamite. I want it. I want it. Tainted brain matter. Oh, nice. You don't find those very often. Anything in here? Nope, not here. Just backtracking a little bit. So we did follow mostly just the outsides. A couple of ghosts over there. Plain old regular ghosts. Let's go back and continue tracing the outlines of the level. And there's another unique. Vilnius the Void Touched. Well, I don't think he was overly happy to meet me. And then say hello to this last party of ghosts. And then I think we did a full clear, or something that's close enough to a full clear to count as a full clear. Let's go slay a boss. Yeah, would be pushing my luck if there were more secrets here. Right, I would be pushing my luck, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? Yeah, I would be. Okay. Iron gates, let's go. Yes. Malkadar, champion of Death's Vigil. Hey, isn't he the guy that that you resurrect if you actually play for them? I think he might be. Also, let's kill the ice crystals. I got a suspicion they hurt quite a bit. More ice crystals.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, trying to deal with these crystals, but for some reason interaction is a bit tricky. Okay, he keeps casting those things. I'm just gonna ignore them. Attack him. Keep summoning spirits.
Not ready.
If the spirits decide to kill some of them, then that's fine. If the AoE gets some of them, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm just gonna plow through. Seems the best strategy here. I don't have enough AoE or things to deal with all the ice crystals. Ooh, and loot, 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 loot. I like loot. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Well, all the water around here kind of makes it very clear that there's not going to be any secret passages. Ooh, frozen hearts. Also rather difficult to obtain. And then another crypt. Oh, of course, I picked up the ashes, of course. So we got a sword. A cold damage dealing sword. Well, also physical. But it's way worse than what we got. Okay. Oh. Go back to Sorrow's Bastion, talk with the dude. Bloodgrove, Sorrow's Bastion. And then that's it for this episode. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Let's see over there. Have you dealt with the Order's followers and recovered the sacred ashes? Yes, I've got them here. Ooh, reputation and a blueprint. The fortress relic. Physique, health, armor, physical resistance, all retaliation damage, and a living fortress skill which requires a shield. Okay, cool. Empyrean's will was done this day. You have done well, my chosen. With the ashes in our possession, we have brought forth a harbinger of Empyrean's will. Together we shall bring righteous fire down upon the impure and the corrupt. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a formidable new ally. A manifestation of Archon Barthollem himself. So, where's that spirit coming from? Archon Barthollem is the burning retribution of Empyrean himself. Using the ashes you recovered, I was able to manifest him from the celestial realm. He's as dedicated to Empyrean as the day he died. He shall be a formidable ally on the battlefield ahead. You called this spirit? That sounds a lot like necromancy. Do not mistake what we do for the Order's misguided attempts at controlling death. Archon Barthollem is a divine being, called back from his celestial rest by Empyrean himself. Seems oddly similar. You stand before the harbinger of the Lightbringer. Got some questions? Speak, mortal. Who or what are you? I am Archon Barthollem, servant of the Lightbringer and harbinger of the divine flame. The world shall be cleansed by my fire. As long as you're on my side. Yes, okay. A new quest. What do we get? Before I entrust you with a mission of the utmost importance, your metal must first be tested through a veritable trial by fire. Are you prepared for what's to come? What's Empyrean's will? There are many layers to the Forsaken Void, filled with ashes and misery, but one such place houses a fiend known as Bane Gargoff. From within its obsidian throne, this void spawn sends forth his armies to spread havoc and suffering upon Karn. This will not stand. Prove your worth to me, chosen. Enter the void through a rift at the plains of strife to the north of Fort Icon. Brave the Forsaken Waste and enter the obsidian throne. Destroy Bane Gargoff and return to me. I shall do so. I remember, I actually went through there last time. That was a pretty darn tough battle. And it's cool to see that it actually ties in with this questline. But I think we've played enough for this episode. So I'm going to thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye.